So I skipped ahead yet again, and you can see here that these chariots just running around doing God knows what. So my troops are actually getting closer to the enemy. See, those 3 of my legionary cohorts are there, and I have that huge blob of cav just right beside the village square. You can see there. I'm telling those legionary cohorts just to run, or at least get here quickly. And those side chariots apparently went ahead and smacked into my Roman legionaries. Now the bad thing about Rome is the fact that they don't have any phalanx units, so they're very vulnerable to chariots. But a good player who is using chariots will be able to just bypass your legionaries and just go through legionaries, essentially get to your archers. But you can see here that Rome, if you allow the chariots, for example, to engage in a one-to-one combat on like Roman legionaries, the chariots will get stuck and the Roman legionaries will be able to hack them down essentially. But with Rome you won't get that that instant death of the chariots because only pikemen can actually cause the chariots to die instantly on the spears. And we can see here, nonetheless, these chariots are just getting stuck within my blobs of men, and my blobs of men are able to cut them down very easily like that. Poor dude. Anyways, not much to say here except for the fact that I am basically surrounding the square and gonna take care of that mercenary hoplite, and I'm basically surrounding the square and just owning them. That mercenary hoplite just routed by the pillar. Anyway, I think I'll probably skip to something more interesting as well again. Okay, looks like this Roman Eastern general is attacking me right at this moment, so obviously he's gonna attack like a huge massive cav, so I'm just gonna overwhelm him with force and numbers by all my cavalry units. You can see there I have like 7 cav units just overwhelming him, and he just died almost instantly. And you can see here that there's a phalanx pikeman unit coming behind, so I'm gonna have to be wary not to charge it head on with all my cav units, because I don't want lots of dead horses on the field. So I'm gonna have to retreat them. So apparently one of my Roman cav units just got snagged onto that phalanx pikeman unit, but it'll be alright. Only a few men got snagged, so I won't lose too many people. So at this point in the battle, I think I should just skip to the results screen, because you know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna throw Pilla at that phalanx pikeman unit, surround it, and totally obliterate it. Anyway, I skipped ahead of the results screen. Actually, I got just bored of watching that battle. It's probably you're probably thinking the same thing, that you don't want to watch this battle. I could see that. So I just skipped this battle anyway. Anyway, for the battle itself, I didn't lose that many men, which is very good for me. Because you can see here, I can't retrain my legionary cohort, so I'm gonna have to be very careful with conserving my men. So right now, I'm gonna have to grab these units and replenish any horse units or anything, and then turn east in order to attack that huge Pontic army. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I've been thinking that I could switch the army in Asia Minor and switch it with the army in Greece and alternate between the two, but I think that would be too much of a hassle. Actually, I'm too lazy to do that. So here we go. I'm tree training some of my troops. I'm gonna burn down that temple to Aphrodite. Install a temple to Saturn, I believe. Yeah, it's temple to Saturn. Now I'm just gonna look at stuff like which cities are gonna improve my troops, essentially. Like improve the light weapons, heavy weapons, the armor. So I found out that the temple to the Vulcan temples will actually do that thing. So right now I'm probably gonna focus on doing temple to shrine to Vulcan because I want to be able to improve my dudes now. So yeah, I'm gonna burn down this temple to Saturn, and instead I'm gonna install a shrine to Vulcan, which will upgrade my light weapon. So I'll probably have gold attack for some of my troops, which is very, very useful. See there, I just switched it like that. I'll put it on back on construction, and there we go. Though I think at the Far East we're not doing much, just random stuff actually. Not much, just training a few units of peasants. Gonna go retrain that for 1 turn, I believe. I'm just looking at my cities for a second to see if they could recruit any peasants. Well, apparently they can't. So I'm gonna save, and I think I'm gonna end the turn right now. Yeah. So there's not much going on actually. It's like, okay, apparently a Pontic city attacked Hatra. I'm gonna have to defend that city. And interestingly enough, the Senate wants me to obtain the surrender of Armenia. Like, they want Armenia to become a protectorate, which is very, very strange. I've never seen that before. I've never seen the Senate tell me to do that before, actually. So maybe at this point in time that I'll be able to actually get a city finally to become my protectorate, because throughout my experience in campaigning, I've never seen a city become my protectorate. I've never seen that happen. We still have that stocks the land in Syracuse, and Messina has grown to an imperial palace, so I'm going to build that right away. Because when your city grows, you want to build it right away, or it's going to cause your people to be very angry at you. Apparently Palma created Governor's Villa. Yeah, I can't even afford to build that flippin' port, so that's going to be kind of pathetic. So in Spain, there's not much for me to do, just doing random stuff and waiting for the Roman Civil War in Spain. Looks like now, if you see on the map to top left, that the Brutii are going on ahead and poning the barbarians in the north, and the Julii doing the same exact thing, except Julii facing Britons, and the Brutii, it looks like they're facing Dacia and Germania and Macedonia. And you can see I'm just moving my men into the city. Not enough space, so I kick some of those bums out, essentially. How kind of me to. And go retrain, yet I don't have enough money to retrain, sadly. Because I'm getting to the point in which I'm losing more I'm not losing money, I'm just not gaining as much money as I would like. Because I have too many military troops on the field. That's the problem with building too many troops, essentially, when you don't need them, when they're not campaigning, I guess. The fact that you're gonna have to still pay for the upkeep, and the upkeep is gonna cost a lot of money, and that's just really annoying to do, because you're gonna be short. I'm constantly short on money at this point, even though I basically took all the wonders of the world, including roads, the Colossus at Rhodes. I'm still in the poor side. I'm still not gaining as much money as I should. So I'm gonna put it on growth build, recruitment, and build more peasants so that the city won't be very angry. And I'm gonna send these troops out to the east. Actually, I'm gonna send these troops out to attack Nicomedia, actually. It's fairly interesting. So I'm gonna send some spies inside. Instead, go ahead and invade Nicomedia first very quickly, and then turn against that huge Pontic army. So apparently another huge Pontic army just popped up right in front of Antioch. How very convenient. Very convenient, while my other army was busy trying to deal with that army. So right now I'm having one army invading Hatra and one army invading Antioch. And I have very minimal troops out to take care of them. So it's gonna be quite annoying. Oh my god. It's kind of unlucky of me. I just sent one army out to deal with one Pontic army, and immediately afterwards, one huge Pontic army pops up. Oh man. So I'm gonna have to send that Pontic army out to attack. Send that army out to attack Armenia. Gonna go ahead and look at, I think I'm gonna look at Parthia. It doesn't look like it. I'm just doing random stuff with my troops essentially. Probably I think I'm gonna skip ahead until I get to the point in which I'm gonna fight the Pontic army that's attacking Hatra. Alright, I'm up to that point now, and here we go. It looks like it's I'm completely outnumbered, but apparently their troops are mostly just infantry only, while my troops are mainly cavalry. Essentially, I do have some infantry units, some reinforcements, but obviously they have more infantry than I do. Here we go. Here's the battle map. Now in this battle, I'm gonna have to do pretty good use of my cav. As you can see here, I only have cav units really, because I got those Numidians, those cavalry auxilia, one unit of auxilia, which I'm gonna use to flame and just do morale penalties, while I use my 3 general units really for purely attacking purposes.
Gods be praised.
I'm gonna go send my ultra unit out to flame that side chariot unit immediately, and send my cavalry auxilia units out. And then send my Javcav units out. Gonna go and throw javelins into that eastern infantry body. You can see there. Flame that side chariot unit, and there we go. Gonna tell those Numidians to go ahead and outflank the enemy battle line. So it looks like the side chariot got flamed. So I think I'm gonna target the archer unit now, I believe. Yeah. Nah, I think I'm gonna send my general unit up actually. And my 2 eastern mercenary units just came on the field. So I'm gonna tell that my general unit to go ahead and attack that Peltast unit. I think that Hillman unit, and immediately rout it with force of numbers. Gonna get those eastern mercenary units running. I'm gonna keep on moving. And just microing my troops a bit. You see that? It's important to look in all directions. At least turn your camera into all directions of the field. So it looks like I'm gonna surround this eastern infantry unit and attack from all sides and just totally obliterate it. Like, well, bam! Just got owned right there. Gonna go attack that archer unit and then run away immediately. Because I don't want my generals to die. See, my general unit, one of them got just skewered badly. Just commanding my Javcav units out. You see there. So right now my eastern mercenary units are out on the field, still not really engaging anyone. I think I'm gonna tell that general unit to attack that hillman, smack it. And apparently I lost that general, which is really sad. I mean, it's quite annoying when your general just dies on you. So now I'm just gonna tell that general to go ahead and suicide charge against any unit possible, because the general unit would just disappear. So it's no point in just keeping it alive. Gonna go and attack that bronze shield unit, because that's the most dangerous unit right there. One of my generals are attacking that weakened bronze shield unit. Just routed it immediately. Gonna get the Jav Cav to target those routing units. Gonna smack that bronze shield as well. There we go. Looks like the general just died.
Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
Still not going a bit, just attacking. And I just noticed at this point that my Jav Cav over there got caught by that Eastern infantry unit, so I put it back into skirmish mode. Yeah, you should be careful. You should while you're microing your troops, you should occasionally look down on the bottom and look down at the bottom of the unit cards and see what's going on with their units, whether or not they're getting hit, whether or not you want the right units to be attacking. You might catch something like I did by looking at the unit cards like that. So you can see there, I'm trying to distract that bronze unit. See, it's being flamed, so I'm gonna try and get that bronze shield unit out in a melee engagement with my troops, with my Eastern infantry. Then I might be able to hammer and anvil with my general units. See there? Smack into him with Eastern mercenaries. Obviously the Eastern mercenaries are routing quickly. They're just dying. And so I'm just gonna flame from behind and immediately do a hammer and anvil with one of my general units. There we go.
Army is in flight. Pursue them and drive them.
I guess that's a good victory for me. I totally owned that army. I was able to just use very few troops to destroy a very deadly Pontic army that might have done a lot of damage to me if I had let it. There we go. I'm just gonna tell my archer unit to shoot non-flaming missiles out at the chariots. Yeah, against side chariots, it's better to use flame arrows in order to run amok. But if you want to kill chariots, you're gonna have to shoot it with arrows, regular arrows, non-flame arrows. Because flame arrows are more inaccurate. Flame arrows are just used to scare enemy troops. I guess it's just a mop-up operation at this point. It's kind of disappointing that I lost one of my generals, but that occasionally happens. You just have to deal with it. Or you could do the battle again, like load the screen before the battle and play the battle again. But that's kind of cheesy in my opinion. Now I skipped ahead and heroic death Vibius Scipio. For him, he's gonna be cremated into the Tigris and Euphrates River. We plan to do that soon enough after we defeat Pontus, but oh well. I'm gonna send that army back in order to defend Antioch. Because after I have to now pay attention to this huge Pontic army that just popped up on my borders. So I'm gonna recruit another archer auxiliary unit for the flame arrow ability. And at the same time, I think that's done for the turn. It seems.
General.
It's continuously going and turn, move around. Looks like Antioch just got sieged. And there we go. Settlement besieged. Antioch by Pontus, of course. City spans Lepsis Magna. So I'm gonna build that city. Yeah, that thing. Palace. The popularity follows the Senate. Oh well, who cares? We're gonna take over them anyway. Apparently a new general popped up, Valerius Clausus. Huh, interesting. I think I'm gonna I think I was going to get that guy and put him into whatchamacallit, put him into that army under that guy Appius Clausus. So there's gonna be 2 generals in 1 army. So he's a pretty good general, the new family member. Pretty good. Except he has gourmand, which is which decreases the trade income, which is kind of sucky for a governor. So I might as well let him come with me on the battle map. So I think that's all I could do with Seleucia at this point. I could take basically all these units except the peasant, the eastern mercenary, and the archer unit. So I might as well send this huge newly made huge army out against Parthians and make the Parthians weep for their mamas. Looks like Susa and Seleucia are fine. So now we have an army getting ready to invade Parthia, and I'm moving my diplomat out in order to in order to do the diplomatic negotiations and get the Armenians to become my protectorate. Though I'm interested to see what would happen actually. Yeah. GG. And it looks like in Spain there's lots of cities that are like non-existent in my head really. So anyway, I built that port in the Balearic Islands, got some more money, and I also do some stuff like build that Temple of Vulcan, out to improve Carthage so that I could improve my troops more. And to be honest, not much is going on right now. I think I'm just gonna build up, essentially. Just build up stuff. It looks like Sidon and Jerusalem are angry at me. I think I don't notice that Jerusalem's angry. I just notice that Sidon's angry. That's gonna be quite annoying. Anyway, I think I'm gonna skip ahead to something more interesting than this. Anyway, skipped ahead a bit. And in the east, I believe, in the east you see that Appius Claudius here, he's gonna go up and invade Parthia. Well, I'm gonna also send that army under Oppius on the top right out to harass Armenia, I guess, if the Armenians don't become my protector. And now you can see here that I'm gonna go invade Nicomedia. I think I'm going to. No, I'm just looking at the huge army. The huge army seems to consist of only Eastern mercenaries, really, and that's it. It's a lot of Eastern infantry. Like those Eastern infantry, just crappy units. And you can see here that Pontus also has some pretty good units, like those bronze shields. It'd be very annoying to fight head on, actually, because those bronze shields are actually pretty tough. Though nothing I can't handle. It is the AI after all. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack Nicomedia. I think I'm contemplating what to do right now. And then I think I decide to attack Nicomedia. Yeah, there we go. I attacked Nicomedia. Well, this is good. I guess we'll see what the battle will be like. I think I'll meet you on the campaign map